Hey everyone, this is Alisha Costanzo and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reading. I'm almost done with this. I didn't mean to take like almost more than a full week to read this. I have been reading The Looking Glass Wars. I've been listening to it, even though it's the read that I'm supposed to finish after this. As long as I finish this one first, I feel okay about that. And it's not because of the book. I mean, I'm almost there. I'm less than 50 pages away from being there. It's life right now and me literally being behind on everything. And because it's physical, it's harder to fit into doing things because I can stand there and have my phone when I'm sitting there with my husband or listening while I'm doing things. But because this thing's so broken, it's hard to hold on to. So I'm trying to be very nice to it because it's not my copy. In any case, loving the book, so there's that. Really enjoying The Looking Glass Wars now that I am past the little child part. I don't like children being the focus in stories. Just funny because I'm going to write a children's book essentially, like young YA, tween. I'm not going to make him a Brett though, because grr. But now she's an adult, I'm a little bit more into it. 66% of the way through. I'm about 2/3 of the way through that. Gonna finish this one tonight. I have to. I'm behind. Sorry I haven't been updating. I've been running every day and dentist stuff, and Jason had to go to the doctor, and it's the boy's birthday today. And he's 17. I feel old. Okay, I'm gonna go write so I can go back to reading. Wow, you can tell I got some color. I've been going out every day for half an hour to an hour. Maybe need to put something on. I don't wanna be burnt. Anyways, having flashbacks to my childhood. Anyways, so I finished The Black Echo, and I am super happy that I finally read this book. My dad gave it to me almost a year ago because he loves Michael Connelly, reads everything that comes out by the guy, and then Bosch started on Amazon Prime, which is the TV version of Bosch, or of this series, and I loved the TV series. And about half of the book, I sat there going, Eleanor Wish, is that the redhead he got along with? Because they squashed so many things in the TV show. And then I finally realized, oh, that was his wife in the TV show in the first season. Oh yeah, I forgot how much they smashed together. I was surprised by a lot of things in this book. Now, there are some stylistic things that I didn't like she didn't say something, he didn't say something. When the telling when something doesn't happen instead of just showing that it didn't happen. And the lack of commas. Oh my god, I had to read so many sentences again because of the lack of commas. Made the structure of the sentence really hard to understand. And that cues me, a lot of his language and a lot of his grammar cues me into him being a reporter, which actually made him really good at giving us details without sounding too info-dumpy. So definitely a skill there. But if not for the lack of commas and the few instances of telling that brought me out of the dream, because that's what if there's too much of it, it does that. Or if I start noticing that something happens a lot, I'm like, the editor brain pulls me out of the dream. But it didn't happen as often as it usually does because he's got such command of character, because I was rooting so much for Bosch. I was already in love with Bosch, so I don't know if that really changed like how I reacted to the books, but I enjoyed it. Like 4.5, 4.75. I'm gonna try not to do the quarter points. Half points I think are sufficient. 4.5 would have been a 5 had it not been for those two stylistic things that actually brought me out of the dream. Yeah, I have the next one on hold. I will hopefully be reading it next month, or it says 8 weeks, so maybe the month after, but with the way the library goes, it's usually a lot shorter than the predicted time frame. So I finished that. I got to talk to my dad about it today, which was super fun. And he's like, I've got all the books here. If you bring your car up here, I'll just send them back to you. I'm like, Dad, I can't. He's in New York and I'm in Oklahoma. I'm actually supposed to, like, if the world hadn't gone crazy, I would be there today to visit my family for the next month. And I'm really sad thinking about that. But I got to talk to my dad for like 2 hours today, and it was fun. Talking about books, mostly. And then I started reading Beautiful Demons by Sarah Cannon. I am so happy, you guys, because I've watched a lot of people talk about being an expert and selling a lot of books and having fan bases and all these other things, and like even people that I've worked with, and then I've read their standalone or self-published novels, and the majority of the time I don't like it. I go, really? Did you notice this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this? and my editor brain turns on and I don't have a fun time. But so far I'm about 8 chapters in, and they're super short chapters, which I absolutely fucking love. Shorter chapters than the chapters I write, which is saying something. I said that to my husband, he's like, is that even possible? Yes, it is, and totally into it. I think a longer chapter is coming up. It said 7 minutes instead of like 3 or 4. If every chapter is a 3 or 4 at tops 10-minute chapter, that makes me a very happy woman. I can't explain what it is really about short chapters that I love so much, other than the fact that I feel like I'm consuming something quickly. It makes me go, oh, well, I can just fit one more chapter, I can just fit one more chapter, and I can just fit. And then all of a sudden I'm at the end of the book and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, which has happened to me before. Anyways, I'm really liking the voice. I like that there are minimal telling words, because sometimes you can't really avoid using telling words. Other than like 3 or 4 words that I would have cut, like, very happy about this book, in that somebody that I've been watching for a long time on YouTube, Heart Breathings, Sarah Cannon, planning, writing related, editing stuff. Yeah, my god. I'm very happy that this is a good book so far. I will keep you updated on my thoughts, but because this happens so rarely, I'm just so excited to say that I'm enjoying it so far. So I can keep watching her and having faith in her abilities, because I'm reading a book and I like it. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I should probably go write something, because I haven't been doing a whole lot of that since my 12-hour challenge. I've been getting lazy. Echoes being difficult. Anyways, it's because I need to research plants and I don't know that much about plants. But that's like a whole different thing. So I'm gonna go that way. Yeah. Okay. Bye. So I had forgotten that Beautiful Demons was in a pack of 3, so I kept going. This seems to be going really fast for only being at 30%. So I finished the book. There are parts of it I skimmed, if I'm being honest, but that's more to do with my personal preference as an adult, reading young adult, and I knew that some of the cheerleadery, speechy parts were important for the plot for somebody who reads YA, who is a young adult. For me, I didn't need any of those bits, so I kind of skimmed a little bit of that. I did notice quite a few more of those words I would delete that really were just fluffy and didn't do anything or were telling. But overall, like, the tension, right now I'm like, what? I want to know why her memory's gone, because that was not the big bad in book 1. So I have some curiosities. I find it intriguing. I will read book 2. So overall thoughts, I'd give this a 4. Yeah, it was pretty well done. I enjoyed it. So go Sarah Cannon. Plus this was her first one, so I can't wait to see how much she's improved since then, because all I have qualm-wise are just these little bitty stylistic things that bother me with everybody, so I can't really fault her any more than anybody else for having them. So yeah, Beautiful Demons, Sarah Cannon, go figure. I enjoyed it. And it was quick. Short chapters, quick book. Like, yes, I think 145, 150 pages? Does that sound right? It's really short, but I really liked it. I like short stories. Like shorter, big stories. Anyways, I'm babbling. I also finished The Looking Glass War. So yeah, I finished like 3 books this week. Finally. I really enjoyed it too. There's some bits that I didn't find entertaining, but that's probably again because this is children's literature and not young adult or adult literature. And I like some young adult stuff when it's not too young. And then I just can't after that. So there were a lot of things that I liked about it too. A lot of stylistic things that the audiobook did. I listened to it, that I found fascinating. So the audiobook I would definitely give like a 4, 4.5. The story I think a 4. I think I'm going to have to put this through. I found a reviewing system that I'm going to take a look at to see if this doesn't help me. Not just go by my gut. Because I've been complaining about my reviews and my numbers and how accurate they are. So I'm going to go use that, and I'll let you guys know how I feel in my wrap up here in a couple of minutes, because I'm going to close out this vlog here in a second. My last note is that I just started Winter by Marissa Meyer, and I started the audiobook because I thought, oh, this will be fast. I'll get this done in a couple days. It's a 23.5-hour audiobook. The longest one I've ever listened to before was 12 hours. It's an 800-page book, guys. What the fuck? I mean, I like it, but we're already 2 hours in. But what the fuck? Okay, this is gonna take me a while. Anyways, I'll let you know about my review for Looking Glass Wars right now. Okay, so my final thoughts. I gave it a 4, Looking Glass Wars. Enjoyment-wise, it wasn't a 4, but the atmosphere and the development did bring it up. I mean, those were good, so I can't fault my enjoyment for the writing, so it evened out to a 4. Enjoyment-wise, probably a 3. But that's it. I got some of my Myth Taker stuff for my goddess, and my assassin, and a few detective-thon things. I'll put down what those prompts were somewhere below, around here. I don't know, but yeah. You guys participating in any of this stuff, make your own Myth Taker, make your Myth Taker, or Detectathon. Let me know in the comments below what you're reading, how you're enjoying your books, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.